I don't want to say I told you so, but I did tell you so. Stellantis lays off a small number of workers in Windsor as the company cuts back on the EV muscle car. I told you so. I don't know how to make it any clearer. I did tell you that this was going to happen. Article's right here. We're going to get into the intro. Quick word from our sponsor, and then we'll jump directly into the video. Roll it. You ever Googled yourself just to see what pops up? Yeah, I did that. And it was way more than I expected. Old addresses, phone numbers, name of my family members, just floating around for anyone to find. I mean, even your home address. It's crazy. That's because of this thing called data brokers. These companies, they scoop up your info from everywhere. Public records, random websites, even stuff you didn't know or knowingly shared. And then they sell it. They sell it to marketers, scammers, trolls, telemarketers. They buy all the data. I'm not cool with that. So I signed up for a company called Delete Me. They go and find all your personal information across all these sketchy sites and get it removed. Plus, they keep monitoring because new stuff keeps popping up. Here's a peek at my Delete Me report. I'm going to cut over here to the dashboard so you can see it. And you can see exactly where they've scrubbed my data and how they're keeping tabs on it. It's been a solid move for me. I've got peace of mind knowing that my info is not just floating around anymore. If you want to lock down your privacy, which I highly recommend, go to joindeleteme.com/TK's Garage. That link gets you 20% off, and I'm going to drop it here below. Oh yeah, and yes, this video is sponsored by Delete Me, but I actually use it myself, like I showed you. I wouldn't tell you about it if I didn't. So yeah, Stellantis lays off small number of workers in Windsor as company cuts back on the EV muscle car. Stellantis laying off workers at its assembly plant in Windsor, Ontario, as the company shifts away from the electric muscle car. A small number of workers received layoff notices Friday, according to Stellantis spokesperson. The layoffs are based on seniority and are as a result of volume adjustments at the plant. The company will not confirm the number of impacted employees. The union representing the plant workers did not respond for a request to comment. That would be Unifor. The news comes on the last day of work before the plant's regular summer shutdown. It also comes at a time of heightened anxiety for auto workers in Canada, especially those in Windsor, where the economy relies heavily on the industry. Yeah, Windsor is completely effed. We'll get into that in a minute, but they're screwed. Workers are optimistic, though. Employees at the Windsor assembly plant have faced temporary layoffs in recent months as a result of U.S. President Donald Trump's trade war with Canada and levies on the auto sector. Though carve-outs for products that comply with USMCA, the country's existing trade deal, have softened the blow. The handful of workers who spoke to CBC Friday outside the Windsor assembly plant said they expect workers to be back on the job before long, could be a couple of weeks. People said right now things aren't looking too good, but they're going to be good soon. Well, I mean, yeah, if they work out a trade deal, I just don't see that happening. I told you, I think most likely the Charger ends up being moved. And, you know, I think Sterling Heights Assembly is the only one that's set up to do STLA large right now, because they were going to do the Ram Charger and the Ram BEV. Dixon Bell described the layoffs as not good, but said he too believed workers would be brought back eventually. Dave Lumley isn't worried at all, he said, and he predicted the workers would be back on the job before Christmas. It's just temporary. It's just a small amount. Happens a lot. It goes and comes. It's only around 100 people. So now we have a number, about 100 people. Lumley attributed the layoffs to changes in Dodge Charger production at the plant, We have a battery area and we're not building batteries, he said. Yeah, because nobody's buying the friggin' cars. Here's the key word. Everybody wants gas, so they're trying to transition. That's mainly what it is. Huh. No, you don't say. You mean everybody wants a six-pack. They don't want an EV. Huh. Huh. Not an I told you so. Worker at the Windsor plant assembled both Chargers and the company's minivan offerings, including the Chrysler Pacifica. Last week, Stellantis unveiled the 2026 Charger Scat Pack equipped with an inline-six twin-turbo engine after months of pleading from gearheads to bring back gas-powered versions of the previous popular muscle cars. And I think it's only going to get crazier when they bring the V8. Probably later this year. Look, I don't have any like animosity toward people that, oh, you just hate Canadians. I grew up playing hockey. I spent a lot of time in Canada. No, I don't hate Canadians. I just think there's so much flux and stuff going on in Canada right now, with Alberta probably in November no longer being part of Canada. And that makes Ontario screwed, right? Like all of the money that they get in, from Alberta, probably the most they get from Alberta in that province could be dried up. And their programs and other stuff that they do in Canada could screw them. Not to mention with a 35% tariff rate, I don't see Stellantis importing a bunch of vehicles or bringing a bunch of vehicles because the VIN number, right? The VIN itself is not covered under USMCA. They have to pay a 35% tariff on those vehicles. If they don't get a deal done, even the gasoline versions of that six-pack aren't coming across the border. They're going to cost too much damn money. Now, if they were able to build them here or they move the production here, I think you could see that rapidly change. And I think you're going to see them still build them in Canada for now. They're going to try to get a waiver, most likely, from the administration for that car specifically, and the minivan probably. And then they're going to try to move the production to the U.S. And I don't see anything that Unifor can really do outside of just refusing to make them. If you're going to move it anywhere anyway, they just might say, screw it, we're just not going to build these. I mean, that is a possibility. So, we could see a 18-month delay on Chargers. Just being honest. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you think this is a nothing burger? Does it matter? I know for UAW represented employees, union guys here in the U.S., they're excited. They actually like these tariffs, and they know that it's going to bring jobs back here to the United States, as it's already happening. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Our Ram 1500 giveaway is still going on. You can pick up any of the merch down here below the video, or go to tksgarage.com directly and pick something up. $1 equals 1 entry, and that'll be running throughout the rest of the month of August. Something as simple as picking up a coffee mug could win you a truck or a Cadillac. Major shout out again to our sponsors, Delete Me. I truly appreciate them jumping in here with us and sponsoring the channel this month. But until next time, thank you guys very much for watching. I truly appreciate it. And as always, stay petty, my friends.